Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that could be a huge deal, a breakthrough that might just make electric cars affordable for pretty much everyone. All right, so to really get why this is so important, we need to talk about what's holding back those small, affordable electric cars right now. There are really two big hurdles. First up, there's this thing that people call winter anxiety. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've got this great little city EV, it gets you 200 kilometers in the summer. Awesome. But then winter rolls in and bam, your range can just plummet, sometimes by like 40%. All of a sudden, that dependable car feels, well, a little bit risky. And then, of course, there's the price tag. I mean, even the quote-unquote affordable EVs today, they're often starting around 22, even 25,000 euros. And for a lot of people, that's just too steep. It's a massive barrier to entry, plain and simple. But what if I told you a new technology is aiming to tackle both of these problems at the same time? This is coming from the battery giant CATL. And yeah, this is where our story gets really interesting.
So meet the Tianxing 2. Now, this isn't just another prototype. What you're looking at here is the moment sodium-ion batteries jumped from the lab and into mass production for actual cars. It's a huge step.
Okay, get this. The durability is just phenomenal. We're talking more than 10,000 recharge cycles. Let that sink in. That's enough juice to power the car for well over 1,000,000 miles. The battery will literally outlive the rest of the car, probably by a long shot. And remember that winter anxiety problem? Well, this battery just laughs at the cold. Seriously, it's built to work perfectly fine all the way down to minus 40 degrees Celsius. That's the kind of cold that brings most other EV batteries to their knees. And this right here, this is the nail in the coffin for winter anxiety. It holds on to 90% of its usable capacity, even when it's freezing outside. So what does that mean for you? It means your range in the dead of winter is going to be pretty much the same as it is on a perfect summer day. Problem solved.
So what is this thing, really? Well, the secret sauce is sodium. Yep, basically salt. It uses sodium ions instead of lithium ions. Now, why is that such a big deal? Well, for one, sodium is everywhere. It's over 1,000 times more common than lithium. And the cost to get it out of the ground? It's way, way cheap.
Okay, so cheaper materials are great, but how does that actually affect the price of the car you might buy? Well, this is where it gets really, really good. So let's look at the numbers. The cost of these sodium-ion cells is projected to be somewhere between $40 and $50 per kilowatt hour. To put that in perspective, that's a massive 30 to 40% cheaper than even the most affordable lithium batteries on the market right now. That is a huge cost saving. This isn't just an improvement, it's a potential game changer. It basically opens up a whole new segment of the market. The analogy here is perfect. Think about what low-cost airlines did for travel. They didn't replace the fancy airlines, but they suddenly made it possible for a ton more people to fly. That's what we're talking about here. So what does this look like in the real world? We're talking about a new wave of vehicles hitting the streets very soon. Think about entry-level city cars in that 15 to 18,000 euro price range, or compact electric vans for all those city deliveries. This stuff becomes not just possible, but actually practical and affordable. Okay, so with all this great news about sodium ion, you might be thinking, is this it for lithium? Is it game over? Well, not so fast. It's not quite that simple. There are some really important trade-offs we need to dig into. So, the big question, is this a total replacement for lithium ion? The short answer is no. And it all boils down to a fundamental trade-off in how these batteries work. Here's a simple way to think about it. Sodium ion, it's perfect for the city car. It's cheap, it's tough, and it works in any weather. It's the new champion for everyday driving. But when you need to go the distance or you want that high-performance feel, lithium-ion still wears the crown. It's still the king of range. The key reason for this comes down to one term: energy density. Imagine you're packing for a trip. Lithium-ion is like packing with ultralight compressible gear. You can fit a ton of stuff into a small, lightweight bag. Sodium-ion, on the other hand, is a bit bulkier. The bag is going to be heavier and bigger to hold the same amount of stuff. And when you're building a long-range car, every bit of space and weight counts. So what this really means is we're not seeing a replacement. We're seeing the market get smarter. It's splitting into specialties, using the right tool for the right job. Yeah, the future is all about picking the right battery for the job. Sodium-ion is going to be fantastic for city cars, those little microvans, even storing energy at home. But for things that need to be super light and powerful, like your smartphone, your laptop, or a high-end performance sedan, yeah, lithium-ion isn't going anywhere. And check this out. There's a really cool, kind of hidden benefit here, and it's all about safety. You can actually ship sodium-ion batteries with zero charge. At 0 volts, they're completely inert, which basically gets rid of the fire risk during transport. For global logistics, that is a massive, massive deal. So all of this leaves us with one big, exciting question. Are we right on the edge of that moment? The moment the electric car finally stops being a luxury item and becomes something truly accessible, a practical choice for millions and millions of people. It really looks that way.
Thanks for joining me for this explainer.